Hi, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, hello, hi.
Hi, sorry. Did I?
Hi.
Did I?
Yeah, can talk. Yeah,
Oh, no problem.
that's make much easier.
Okay, well, I'll press record on my iPad here, so it's recording.
Yeah.
And then, did you add your transcript? Are you going to add the transcript as an appendix, or?
Sorry, could you explain?
Oh, as in, I'm just not sure. I had a really good look at the assessment criteria yesterday again.
Yeah.
But I can't see where I'm supposed to. I mean, I can analyze our interview. That's okay, but I do remember somebody talking about you write transcript, so you copy what you say into text.
Oh.
Do you think that's important?
Sorry, that's my son. Just a moment.
No problem.
Enough. Let me talk. Yeah, talk. Sorry.
Well, no problem.
I remember we need to have short instruction about the person you interview. Probably I need to tell you a little bit my background, my story. You can write this person that was a migrant from China.
Okay.
I was living in China. I came here only 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, I all live in China, started working there.
Mm-hmm.
About my art learning was start around middle school age.
Uh-huh.
But before that, I already started practice. I wasn't very clear I'm going to be an artist, just something I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
My family have a little bit, I have a little bit, but my father was one of the art lover.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Was he good with art as well?
Yeah, he loved art. But he didn't have a lot of time doing that. But because that, I got environment. So he have color palette. Sometimes I can see he painting.
Mm-hmm.
He got some art, unfinished work there. And I can see some books about artists. So that was from my childhood memory.
Yes.
Really good things is he's kind of fund I have.
Yes.
This kind of interesting. So he support me.
Yes.
He bought kind of special sketchbook for me, like pencil, this kind of thing. Whatever I want created, he will support me. He will try to get material for me. Mm-hmm. He will always encourage me. Mm-hmm. So that was very good. And later when I go to middle school, really go to the art class, it wasn't my idea, it was my father's.
Okay.
So that's kind of thing your family support you and find a way for you for some. Yeah. So that was very, very important.
You also learned about art at school as well.
Yeah. I did go to art school. That's it's kind of interesting, the journey.
Oh, yeah.
Beginning, I was just kind of enjoy that. I doing that and got a lot of good feedback. Kind of easy to make realistic pictures. So I got a lot of good positive, feedback. Is make me thinking I'm good at that.
Yes,
and more enjoy it. When you're thinking, when you believe you're good with something, and then you will doing better.
Yeah.
So later, my father sent me to the art class, after school class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I think one of the reasons I wasn't so much enjoy other lessons at school. I was okay. My mark is okay. Kind of. No bad one, but not in the top.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it was okay, but I kind of not like very hard work students.
Yes.
Probably, I don't know. Anyway, my father sent me to there, and I was very enjoyed that. So I doing a lot.
Yes.
Use my time and improve every day. For first period, very fast. I remember I was very fast improved. Oh, yeah. Everybody thinking I have this talent.
And it started with realistic art, and then has it remained the same, the type of art you do?
Actually, that time in China, wouldn't have any choice for us, like for me, for young people. Yeah. We learn because I like, we have like two types of art, mainly. I live and grew up, I born and grew up in small city. Yes. It's really small, so we don't have a lot of galleries around us. We have university, but not many. Small size. Even I don't think it really have art apartment. Yeah. So it's not great environment for contemporary art, but still some people doing like classical art. So there's Western like oil painting, watercolor. Okay. This kind of Western style, and the other upside is Chinese traditional painting. Yes. And I don't know where I got the idea, but at the time I like Western style more because my father also like that. Probably I see a lot of pictures. I like the shadow and light. I like the how to say. I like look like very realistic. So I learned my art class was kind of drawing class. Everybody. But not like today. The teachers really very much like pay attention about students. At that time, yes. When my generation like, you just come to the class. There's just something to draw. Some still life there, but no one really pay attention how you learn, and no one tell you what you should do. You probably just say around. Which other student how they do, and you got the idea and you discover by yourself, and almost self-study for the first I think many years. So I watch other how they do, and more by observation, just by looking and get idea. I will try to make what I can understand. And I start later when I start drawing improved, and I started reading some kind of book. There's skill books about how to draw, how to paint. I follow the step by step. That was helped also. And after that, I applied one of the art high school. High school had a special program with art, and I was applied one of the boarding school in another city, not in my city. I was so I went there.
Which province? Which province are we talking about?
Province is called Liaoning. Liaoning. If you need, I can write email. Send to you.
I have some Chinese. I have some Chinese students, and I've got some other provinces here listed, and I put down some information about them, but I don't have that one. So yeah, I've got Guangdong, Jiangsu, Hebei, Zhejiang, Shandong, Yunnan, Chongqing, and Heilongjiang.
Heilongjiang, yeah.
Heilongjiang.
You know a lot. You surprised me. You know a
Well,
lot.
we're doing our masters, you see, so I'm
But
following.
you know a lot. That's a lot of province.
Yeah. So yeah, for the more I know about my students, the better. But
They are your students.
yeah, because I teach academic English at University of
Wow.
for
Wow.
students learning students who need support before they begin their degrees and diplomas and things like that. So
Wow,
yeah,
that's cool.
and about 80% of them are Chinese usually. So yeah. But yeah,
I need you teach.
Oh, yeah.
Probably later, you can tutor me, but I don't know how much you need.
Well, I think it looks like you're going to be an art teacher fairly soon anyway. So then, so you went to, so here you go. So migrated from China 12 years ago, and before that you began art at middle school, and at middle school you had. Before middle school, you had enjoyed art because of your encouraging father and his resources, such as books, sketchbooks, pencils, and you did it out of joy. No, out of joy. And then your dad liked Western art, but then at middle school, you kept painting realistic art, which you were good at, and you received positive feedback. And then after that, you went to after school classes, and you said that there's not much attention on the individual student back at that time. That's right.
I actually was after. How to say? Is everything's correct? Only this part. Just I went to the after school art class at beginning of the middle school.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. Around after 3 years, I in China we graduated from middle school and then we applied high school.
Oh,
so that's different. Like here, high school and middle school join together. In China, 3-year middle school and 3-year high school.
Okay.
So after middle school, I graduated. I already got some art skills. So I use this art skill and apply high school with special program art.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So in China, you need some skill before you go to uni if you want uni or even high school. High school, we also have big exam.
Yeah.
If you really get good mark, you can get in. Otherwise, you maybe need to go somewhere different school, kind of school, not really high school.
Yeah.
So I went to that school, study art and other subject.
Mm-hmm.
Good things I got much more, much more knowledge about art and more information about the contemporary art and about some crafts, because we're learning kind of basic design and crafts as well that time. But everything by hand, not like today, because that was a long time ago. I didn't have computer. I can give you some.
It's all by hand. Yep.
All by hand, everything by hand. But good things. There are a lot of classmates. They also love to doing art. So you got some same interesting group of people together learning together. You can learn from each other more, and that almost every day we do practice.
Oh yes.
So kind of you get learn different material from that time. Like more than before, I only use like watercolor and pencil before that. After that, we got try some different like oil painting, try a little bit, some kind of, there's a lot of different kind of methods at that time.
Yep.
But everything just really basic, not deep. And for the good side is I got more time to practice my art. For the challenger was I didn't have. I think the school, this other program didn't have very clear idea about what they're going to lead the student, like artist, like designer, or they didn't have that clear goal that time. They just
a clear career pathway.
Yeah, they didn't have anything directed with career or
like work placement and that kind of thing. No.
Yeah, no, they don't have clear guidance, and the teachers also they still not pay a lot of attention
to the individual student.
No, they not. They just whole class. They kind of just. I don't know about art learning at that time. My generation. They just set up the project like this period you should draw still life. This period you should draw like this some style you draw figure.
Yep.
And the next one is maybe some crafts, some design, but
it's not like
give
there
you
was
a little bit of guidance, but nothing's clear, nothing deep. And there's a lot of students, no one really spend much time with you. So almost half with school project, of course, like guidance, but half we need to figure out how to do by ourselves.
By yourself.
So they were, good things you can discover by yourself. There's more, how to say, about your motivation, and maybe you get more some different idea. But bad things.
So you didn't have one of those teachers that you never forget that was a motivator.
No, never.
Yeah.
So that's kind of thing. Maybe you can see. If art school or you know the school, high school part, like anything, the high school teacher. But here's Australia, this education system very different than China back then when I was young. That's very different. Probably, I wasn't in a good school, not because I think everything's same. So
I think there's different challenges today with students becoming bored too easily. So then we all have to work so hard studying masters and finding the best way to appeal to all the individual learners. It's all very social, and
I think they're lucky.
Yeah.
I was like kind of very much at that time.
And hard working.
You need hard work, but still did a lot of mistake. I didn't know how to do, and I didn't know how to do this part, and we just figure out by ourselves later. But I remember after I nearly the high school graduate, and I got chance to really looked good work about that's still the print with the masterpiece. Before that, I wasn't able to see any. Even I learned art, but not really. Just a small book. I can see the print not very clear. But I was got chance to see some of the work. I was really amazed by that.
Well,
that was big influence for me. I start get the idea I want to be artist. I want doing, that kind of art.
Oh.
So
and
that was big. I think
who was
if
the
you
influence again? What was the name again? Oh.
I think was Michelangelo.
Oh.
Yeah. Just
was there a period of time that was a big influence for you, or the period of time that was it your dad? Was it middle school?
No.
Was it high school? Or was it after school?
High school, nearly finished high school.
That's when you really developed your art skills.
No, I start to understand how the really good drawing will be and why the line like that way. No, before I just thinking they're very different. I start know these structures inside human's body.
Right.
And we draw from that
right.
side, not just the surface. No,
yes.
That's just the shape.
Okay.
There's a lot of different understanding. I was going to another level, but there's a lot of practice, a lot of time.
Yes.
If today, if I teach, I will directly like kids say the best painting, best drawing, not in the middle, not some lower level.
Oh.
Because I think that's really important. You improve faster, you understand better.
And what do you think is if I was learning art but I wasn't very successful, what do you think one of the biggest what is one of the big hindrance? What is one of the biggest challenges for people who just can't draw as well as you can draw?
Big challenges.
What are some of the mistakes people make, or when they approach the kind of art that you do? Are there...
I do kind of realistic, classical way. I like that way. So
great.
But that was through long period. I have many changes during the time. I had one period where I like that, like high school. I like that kind of art, and later I start impression. And after that, I like contemporary, really pop art. I kind of like pop art.
Okay.
I have a long period.
Yeah.
And myself did a lot of work like that.
Yeah.
And now I back to the classical art, I guess,
because
really? My life changed. I think it's big influence your life, your environment, your mind, your thinking. So this big influence for your.
Do you have a nostalgic feeling when you paint that kind of art?
Yeah,
nostalgic.
Young people, more like I can't say I'm very old, but I have to say my life is much peaceful than before when I was younger.
Oh, that's
nice.
That's nice. So you can paint and think about the past while you're painting.
Yeah,
maybe this kind of thing. If you could do something different, then what would you have done? Or are you're 100% happy with the whole journey of your professional art, or is there something that you would think? Because I'm thinking of advice you could give somebody else. What's the best way?
No. I'm not 100% happy with my work. That's why I struggle a lot all those years. If you said advice, I think for people who love art and want to learn, you got to trust yourself first, and you need
Yeah.
If you're not very young, if you're very young, probably your inner voice sometimes bigger. When you have no lot of influence from outside.
Mm-hmm.
But later, we all lost that. We all have a lot of influence from outside. We all lost the sensitivity from like children's eye. We don't have that anymore.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel very interesting. I'm still thinking about how to teach artists best. Actually, it's not easy thing. Not easy thing. I think in the early time when if for art teacher or for student, they should like develop different way. Maybe not very deep, but you have to try a lot of different material, different method, and different concept. You got open your eyes, accepting more different things. Then you can choose what really your voice. You can choose what you want. Once you feel you like some way, you just follow your heart. Don't listen others.
Trust yourself.
I think one of my regret, how to say, the challenger also during the time I have long learning period.
Yes.
During the time was I didn't trust myself at all. Most time, when I found something I'm interested, I want to explore myself. And if here have teacher or some other people, they will say something like different than mine. I usually just don't believe myself and follow what they said. That lead me a lot of wrong thing. But that was like if you are, if you want to be an artist, you must trust yourself. But if you just learn skill, that's different way. Skill and art is
a difference between.
Skill is part of art, but it's just a part.
That's right.
You learn photograph or some. I saw your blog.
My blog? Oh yes.
Yeah. I saw that was very interesting, and I also look one of your video.
Oh great! One of my student teaching videos.
No, you're talking. I feel like some TV. TV show. I feel like that. I didn't watch very long, but
it's a TV thing.
That looks very interesting. Very impressed.
I've got a really good picture of your whole journey into this. Do you do it for yourself entirely? That's important, I guess, or do you also do you try to produce as much as possible so that you can give it to family or even sell it?
I
you do it for the love of it. Is that right?
Kind of. I was in the early time. That was also. I was, how to say, I will just briefly say what I did in China. I go to the high school, and later after some years, I applied to uni many times. Finally, I got in, and I was, I studied at uni also with oil painting. I studied, that was oil painting was. Also, I did study with Chinese traditional painting.
Yeah.
After that, I got job. I was teacher, but for short time, only 2 years. Before I came Australia.
Just before you came to Australia. Okay.
Yeah. After I came to Australia, I first, I think 5 years, I was just at home look after my baby. That time, my kids were very young.
Oh, yeah.
After that, I start thinking I should do painting again. That was very hard. The environment also important. I don't really have environment to do my painting. It was very hard.
Yep.
A small room,
small room
kids,
and a new
a lot
baby,
of housework,
a lot of things to do.
I don't have material also.
Yep.
Because I migrated here, I lost everything like friends, job.
Yep.
Lot of. I don't speak much English because I was very bad student with English study when I was in China. I had a bit learning with that, but I wasn't able to really.
In your town, do they teach English in middle school, or do they start teaching in high school?
For my generation, was from middle school.
Middle school.
I actually, when I applied university, I got trouble with my English. Wasn't because other thing. Other subjects are all fun, but English I was very bad. I wasn't able to remember the words. So I wasn't able to really learn the language.
Well, it's not an
for
easy.
many years.
It's very, very irregular. It's not a very easy language to learn. Is it? I feel sorry for people starting to learn English, but your fluency is very good anyway. So I mean, you've been here for 12 years now, so you've obviously picked up so much fluency.
Yeah. I learned a lot in Australia. Really, I learned English from here. I don't think. But I came here to join. After that, when my kids go to childcare, I start go to some classes for migrant. And then I thinking if I still just learn English, I can't have any chance to do my painting.
Yeah.
So what I can do that time, so I applied TAFE because I thought TAFE teacher will talking with English, use English. I can learn English from there.
Yeah.
And at the same time, that was RMIT, the visual art, because I think then I can also do my painting. I didn't apply the higher one. I actually can apply master. Why I didn't do that? Because I worry my English. So I just thinking maybe easier.
Yeah. And then you finished that TAFE.
I finished TAFE and then I applied a bachelor. Also, they were very surprised. I applied bachelor. They think I should apply a higher one, but because I was very good with drawing and painting, whole class thinking, they don't thinking I should study there. But
that's right.
I just thinking.
Yeah, that's right. You're very highly qualified with art, and you have a lot of art skill. But then because of the way things are with English, you have to go through your bachelor's again.
I can got a little bit different sense. The Western education with art and Chinese education in art.
Yes. Yep.
So
your main observation about that is that the Australian education here or Western education is focused on the individual student a little bit more.
They are more with the conceptual side, unlike with the skill side. Especially the realistic skill, and they have a lot of encouragement and with encouraging your creativity. That was very good side. And wide range. You can just in China when I was in uni, you choose only what you applied. If I applied oil painting apartment, so I only allowed doing that. I can do sculpture, but I have to go privately, ask some friends, give me some material, or work a little bit there, but after class. But in here, different. You don't have chance really to other methods other than your class, your course. But in here, you have a lot to choose. You have a lot to try.
To choose
For
from.
contemporary art, I think this way better. But China also changed a lot, different than before.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you like the whole range of art. You do like the old traditional art still, but you also like pop art. So you've got a good combination of Eastern and Western.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. I guess I could finish here, and then I'll see you again next. What is it, Tuesday? There's a lot of information. There's way too much information. It's especially difficult for people who speak English, as a second language. And I'm always aware of that because I have students all day, who are learning English, and I think it's I think we should have different tutors, tutors who are bilingual and in my opinion.
Hard because we are teaching course, so they support not do that. I guess when I was in, I learned fine art at RMIT before.
Yeah.
So they were very, they make very supportive for the second language.
Oh yeah.
I guess because we are fine art course, not like some course must have good language skills.
Yeah.
So they have like support people who can support you with your second language. Like we have some essay to write, but no much than now that quick.
Yeah.
They will support you with your writing skills when you write. After that, they will reading and change some mistake and give you some suggestion reading this or some.
Yeah.
And they like if we have very long reading list, they will give suggestion which is most important we should read.
That's
and
right.
so make us less stressed.
But aside from
I can do something.
No, of course. Yeah. Aside from the assignment, it was nice to talk to you and nice to meet you. So
nice to meet you too.